Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Wahyu Priambudi. I am from the R2F class of the English Study Program, and I will explain here about one of the materials from the Cross-Cultural Understanding lecture with the American Leadership material. The background of study. Cross-cultural understanding is one of the most important things to consider at our background of knowledge. Therefore, it was many years ago between a cross-country has implemented this study at the school, even in academic years. Culture is one attitude of the citizen at their place, where was existence on many years ago. In addition to this site, every year between Indonesia and America has conducted the main program related to the culture. It was student exchange. The main aims to the program is offers the opportunity to participate in several high-quality education, dealing with new culture, new environment, and increase personal adventure. Students from America come to Indonesia to learn Indonesian culture and environment, while they introduce their culture to Indonesian students doing the same too, introducing an Indonesian culture to the American student and learn some of American culture and environment. Far away, students in every country has a chance to study abroad in the country they intend. Has a for this reason, before they continue to do that, they need to do some tests, involve tests to explore the knowledge of the culture where they intend to study. Clearly, many students from Indonesia choose the study in America. Because American study is one of the high country in considering to importance of knowledge. In other reason, American education has many advantages as seen in Technoblog is the reason students of Indonesia choose to study abroad in America are 1. More competitive in employment. 2. Staying able to speak English. 3. They were considered elite. 4. Higher quality education. As stated above, before to continue to the study abroad, the student need to know American culture. Talking about American culture, they have some point to consider it at involving tradition of citizenship, American holiday celebration, craftsmanship, entrepreneurship, competition, leadership, know-how, and positive attitude. This study is going to explore the part of American culture as stated both is about leadership. Therefore, the writer want to know the comparison between Indonesian and American leadership. In other terms, to avoid an ambiguity, add the important term first. We should to know what is leadership. The word leadership is from verb lead, invite someone to a critical side, and then the word lead added by morpheme which means someone who leads someone. Sid at F. Genre, leader is a person who has a vision, a drive, and a commitment to achieve that vision and the skills to make it happen. Let's look at each of those in detail. A leader has a vision. Leaders see a problem that needs to be fixed or a goal that needs to be achieved. Then, leadership, a critical management skill, is the ability to motivate a group of people toward a common goal. Let's back to the point of view. Indonesian culture of leadership has become a critical concern with media and people of mostly in Indonesia itself. While in American culture of leadership has been managed as good as possible. It means that the problem which impossible is arise in leadership is seldom we see in public about American leadership conflict. What happened to the people? What the main instrument which influence to the lead of the leader in leadership? And according to the view of writer, it is an interesting as a topic of discussion in cross-cultural understanding. Therefore, the writer states the following topic of this discussion about Indonesian and American leadership. The writer interested to find out the kind of each of those countries by using comparison approach in other terms for conducting in the point of view that occurs in the country leadership. To limit the discussion that not out of the area, the writer states the following study question. What kind of Indonesian leadership and American leadership? What factor that influence the Indonesian and American culture of leadership? Is there any similarities and the differentiation between leadership of two countries? What benefits that we can from the study? And next, data and discussion. Recently, leadership is the hot issue. For many people, leadership is just like a head of the body. Just imagine that if we get headache, all of our body will interrupted. We know that leadership is needed to the whole of this life. Human created for becoming leader, lead of the world into the better way. We consider that leadership is an important thing to accept with people. Every part of this life has a leader. Beginning in the smallest thing is from family. In family group, the leader is a husband. Until the nation have to have a leader. I believe that everybody want to be a leader. But in problem is to become a leader is not as easy as we think. We should have many experience and high of knowledge. So what will happen if someone who has lack of knowledge and experience become a leader? Absolutely. They will create many trouble in the way. In contrast, in our country has been an issue about leadership. Corruption has free run in every instance. So that the big trouble is for the instance is not run as we expect. What is become a question for the statement is are the leaders not have many experience? Are they lack of knowledge? Of course not. Let we see a culture of Indonesian leadership. In some blogger I found that the people who speak about leadership state that Indonesian leadership it works. It appears in many institutions. Yet in education institution which teach and lead the people become a good leader has many problems. It can separated in leadership. Institution which has good leader will minimalize the problem it possible to rise. Let's see one of many bloggers. Ahmanto Mendatu stated in his blog about Indonesian leadership. He said that talking about leadership in Indonesia usually we stuck at the statement who is appropriate becoming the best one of the position. It is a statement that describes the specimen of the limitless of the good leader in this country. He continued to the statement that after citizens did not found the person that they intended, then the optimism change becomes pessimism. And Indonesian people has been waiting for a long time ago for existence of the good leader whom can lead them into the better future. Yet, the citizen becoming a measure for a good leader. It is ironic. Our country has many things that needed by other country. The human resources is not bad. Many people was created as a good person in their position. But why they not becoming a good leader, lead this country into a better way? It is still become a question that the answer still hide in somewhere. Okay, thanks for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.